All right, good evening. It is Tuesday evening, June the 8th, and I am bringing to you my bariatric surgery journey, episode number 11. Standing here today, got my beautiful garden in the background, the squash plants, tomato plants, peppers all growing. I probably can't see, but we're going to be picking a couple of peppers probably tomorrow morning, or a couple of squash and zucchini tomorrow morning. But I wanted to come and give you my update. It is day 14, 15 after surgery. 2 weeks ago today, I had surgery. And went today and did my 2-week checkup, and got a good report. All my incisions are healing up just fine, and everything else looked good. Had my nutrition class to talk about what I can eat and can and can't eat on the new puree diet that I'm on, and I'll talk more about that in a minute. But I got to do my 2-week weigh-in. Now, if you remember, I told you before I had surgery, I had to lose 18 pounds. Ended up losing 27 pounds before surgery. From March 29th until May 25th, lost 27 pounds. I'm gonna let you take a guess. Think in your mind about how much weight you think I've lost, and I'll come back and tell you how much I've lost in the last 2 weeks. Started my first pureed meal tonight. Lana fixed a little Mexican dish. We browned up some ground beef, or some ground turkey, I mean. Put in a little bit of refried beans with some salsa and some guacamole. Put that in the blender, pureed it all up real good. And I had a fantastic meal. Today was day 17 since I had a bite of food in my mouth. And that was the best. All of that was pureed together, and it was heaven. All 2 ounces of it. I mean, it was like, had to eat it in dime-sized bites. It took me 20 minutes to eat 2 ounces, but it tasted absolutely heavenly. So, had that meal, and if I burp a time or two in the midst of this, I'm sorry. That's part of the process of not having food for 17 days in your body, in your system, in your new stomach. But it was a fantastic meal. Going to eat some more again tomorrow. I can actually start eating things like pudding, sugar-free pudding. I have to mix it with some milk to thin it out real good, and I get to eat some unsweetened applesauce and things like that. But getting back to finally putting some food in my mouth, even if it is pureed, even if it is Greek yogurt with some fruit flavoring in it. It felt fantastic to put something in my body. So I'll be doing 2 ounces 6 times a day. I'll have protein mix. We've got some unflavored protein powder, and that unflavored protein powder goes in the stuff that we puree, the things that I eat, so I can get at least 60 grams of protein per day. But I eat 6 times a day, 2 ounces each time. I cannot cannot drink 15 minutes before I eat. I cannot drink until 15 minutes after I eat. So this is biding my time right now because I just finished eating a few minutes ago, and I still have about 5 to 10 minutes before I can drink anything. But it was finally good to be able to eat. So good update from the doctor today. Everything is going great. They were pleased with how far down the road I am, that my energy level is high, my stamina is good. They were definitely pleased with all of that. Now, let's go back to the weight loss thing. So I lost 27 pounds pre-surgery, March 29th to May 25th. Anybody got a guess? Take your guess. Think about it in your mind. How much weight you think I've lost in 2 weeks? Drum roll, please. 27 pounds. I lost 27 more pounds in the last 2 weeks. So there's a pound or two discrepancy between the nutrition scales over the nutrition building and the doctor scales. A couple of pounds difference, but basically lost 27 pounds. So I have lost 54 pounds since March 29th, and she said that'll start scaling back down to about a couple of pounds, 3 pounds per week. But I have to stay active and be good with how I eat, and don't do anything to mess up my new stomach sleeve or anything else. I'm down to 44s in pants and shorts, as I told you the other day. but that'll probably be gone by the end of the week. I believe I'll be wearing 42s by the end of the week or the first of next week. Pounds are coming off, the inches are coming off. This wedding ring that I have on was the second wedding ring. My first wedding ring, when I gained a bunch of weight right after we got married, after the first few years of being married, could not wear that ring anymore. So this was the second ring I bought, and eventually had to replace it because of how fast I was gaining weight. So I've not wore this wedding ring in probably, I think Lana and I estimated probably 15 years since I wore this wedding ring. And look at that, slides right on and off my finger. Probably in the next month or two, I'll be able to be back almost close to the original wedding ring that Lana and I used when we got married. So anyway, that's my update for today. Everything is fantastic. Giving the Lord all the praise for everything that's taking place in my life. You pray for Lana and I as we enter this next phase, this next puree phase. Is a little bit of work to make sure everything's cooked healthy and that it's pureed in the way that it should be. So keep us in your thoughts and prayers, and appreciate once again all the cards and calls and text messages and Facebook messages and all the things that you've been sending, and we just appreciate you all, and excited about what's happening in the coming days. So it'll be a little while before I post another video, but this will be the last one that I put on the Creeksville Baptist Church page. Everything else will be on my personal one only, and on YouTube, of course. But you can keep up with it that way. I go back to the doctor on July the 6th. That'll be my 6-week checkup, and then I get to start soft foods then. And then working my way towards getting back to a regular diet. But of course, a regular diet includes eating a meal that you can fit in your hand. So thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the like button or the share button when this video pops up. Share that with other folks that you know and get the word out about what the Lord is doing in my life and my wife's life through gastric bariatric surgery, the gastric sleeve surgery. So God bless you. Hope you have a great rest of the evening. I think I got everything in that I wanted to tell you. God bless you, and we'll talk to you later.